Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning Mindfulness Reminder. I hope you're doing wonderful. Hope your day has been great, or that your morning is going well. It's fantastic to see how a lot of people right now are getting used to the new normal of staying home, taking it easy, finding ways to exist in this new normal, and or being productive. I'm being very creative and very productive right now. There's my mom. Good morning, Mom. I'm being very creative and productive right now, and it's a beautiful time to stay centered and creative and productive, and or just to stay inside and find your inner peace, or to take care of your house, or to take care of your heart, which is also your house, right? So that this mindfulness reminder Tuesday morning has a lot to do with coming back into heart, coming back into your home. Heart is your true home. This is where you find you. And by letting go of the media, letting go of the negative flow, the negative feed that's bombarding us everywhere, by letting that go. Good morning, Linda. Buongiorno. I don't even know if you live in Italy right now. But we're coming back into heart, where we have built a home. This is your real home. And when you are centered in your heart, home is anywhere. Home is not necessarily a physical place. Home is where you are, where your heart is. And your heart is with you. Now, we can always give it out to other people, and most of us have at different times, and most of us may or may not. Or maybe we have with the person we're with, or we have given it away and we're missing that. But we also have it right here. And a lot of our journey, most of us are not aware of it. But our biggest journey is to find our way back home, back into our hearts. That's kind of the meaning of our lives. Because as we get into home, into heart, we also realize all these things of what we're doing here, what human beings are doing here, that we're here to help the world, that we're here to help ourselves and each other grow and become better and more. As in, more caretaking, more loving, more helping. That's what our point is. The point of us being here is that. And in my case, and I believe for a lot of people, this has been, interestingly enough, meditation and what we nowadays call mindfulness is nothing new. It's been around for about at least 5,000 years, as far as we know. But we don't really know, because it's been a part of human spiritual knowledge for a long time. But the earliest writings that we know of are from India, from the deeper parts of India, and the original yoga teachings. They were not really stretches; they were sitting. They called it the Upanishads. When you translate the word Upanishad, which is the original writings about yoga, when you translate the word, it means to sit with. To sit with. That's not to sit with another person. That is to sit with everything. To sit with. And to sit is another word to refer to meditation. Meditation we also call we're sitting. So it's pretty interesting to see that simple act of sitting has been with us for a long time. But in our modern days, we think that going into like building skyscrapers or going to them, which is great. It's great to go to the moon. It's our evolution. Good morning, Ashley. Nice to see you. It's our evolution, right? We're going in a direction of building a society. There's a reason why we are reaching out. But there's also a reason why we need to reach in. Why we got to come back into heart, our home. This is your true home. We got to come back. And many of us have been hurt. as we grow up, we have an inner self, the original inner self, which is you, right? That's your true energy. When you were little, I believe that most of us will remember the feeling of kind of being in love with life, this is when we were little and we ran around naked in the sun and we felt the sun on our bodies and we were like, oh God, and just like the grass under your feet. Remember the feeling of being alive, how that felt? Pernilla, nice to see you on here. Remember the feeling of being alive in the sun, when the sun hits your skin, when the wind blows in your hair, and you're running around in the grass laughing. When you watch a child run around like that, you're like, my God, they're just joy, pure, simple joy. We all had that feeling at some point, and that feeling got kind of pressed down inside of us. That's our original self, right? And then we ended up having to create an outer self to protect the inner self from the pain that we could feel from other people, from different experiences in life, whether it be serious abuse or it could just be simple. I don't want to make anything seem less than, but like it could be that somebody teased you a little bit and you felt hurt. Or it could be serious abuse and then it's like, of course you feel hurt. But what we end up doing is creating an outer self, an outer layer of basically usually negativity to protect this pure inner self. And so we ended up losing ourselves. We lost connection to that original inner self that still lives in there, but we have completely forgot because our society and the way we live, we never reconnect to original self. So this outer self is our mask. That's our protective shield, our layer that we walk through the world with. Don't mess with me, don't hurt me. We walk around like that because we don't want to get hurt. So it's based in fear. It's based on negative experiences. But the reality is that when we step into this moment here and now, just here and now, suddenly my energy shifts. And when I walk around, when I have grounded myself in my heart, in inner self, I walk around the world like this. Suddenly there's not the same kind of resistance. And I attract different circumstances into my life. So suddenly people treat me well. Suddenly I don't get in the same kind of situations that I used to get in. And if I do, I know how to, okay, hang on, Marcus, did you lose yourself now? Did I lose my heart right now? Is this healthy or unhealthy? Am I going through something good or bad right now? Can I back out of, can I be healthy and find my way back to my heart and center? And be true to the original me? Can I be true to that? Because that's the original essence of life. That's your source. So we find our way into that stillness in meditation. We find ourselves by sitting in silence, by realizing and learning that our minds play tricks on us. That whenever we are daunted by negativity in here, that's a thought that lives in here. It's not true here. So I'd like to encourage you to make yourself comfortable. We're going to meditate for just a few minutes. But in this meditation, we're going to find our way into our hearts and take a pause. So I invite you to turn within. Let's take a few deep breaths together. We're going to breathe in love and light into our hearts. And on the out breath, we're going to let go of heaviness, sadness, and negativity. So let's breathe in light and love, fill our hearts. Let go of heaviness. Now we're breathing in love and light. We're letting go of sadness. Breathe in. Let go of sadness. And again, breathe in love and light. Let go of negativity. Breathe in. Let go of negativity. And we're staying centered as we're dropping our minds into our hearts. We're finding our way past any insecurity, any negativity, into heart. And in the stillness and silence of our hearts, we find our home. And as we're sitting here together, we recognize we are connected to LA, to Washington, D.C., to Sweden, to Italy. That we're all connected in the same moment, heart to heart. We recognize that this moment is all there is. That there is a purity, a core essence that we get in touch with as our minds quiet down and slow down. There's also a sense of smoldering joy as we're connecting to heart, allowing heart to fill ourselves up. When we're not tainting it by opinions and thoughts. The feeling that heart gives us is beauty, warmth, energy, joy, and love. We have sunk into ourselves. We have realized that we are one in this moment. And our minds are letting go. And as the mind lets go, we realize we have a choice. We have a choice in how we're feeling, a choice in how angry or negative or happy or joyous we are. So let's take one more deep breath together. And then we're gonna breathe in love and light, and we're gonna release everything. Just release. All right. Breathe in. Release. I want to say thank you for joining. Anybody who jumped in now, I'm sorry, but we're done with our meditation. I'd like you could watch it from the beginning. Wish you a beautiful day or evening, depending on where you are, or morning if it's earlier for you. And let's talk again soon. I should be on here at noon and at 3. And for a while now, we'll see how long that lasts. It may just turn into one time a day. We'll see what happens. But for right now, this is what we're doing. So thank you for joining. I'm so grateful that you guys are here so we can have a mindfulness moment together. It means the world, for at least for me, but I think I'm hoping that more and more of us can understand the connection that we get through meditation and mindfulness, that we can understand that that's basically a positive solution for our issues in the world. So I'm hoping that we can become more and more people who recognize what inner peace is, how important it is. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.